Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited to be playing with my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of June. Now remember, this was a Disney kit from May. We brought it forward, added some things, took out some things, and I'm just playing with all the things now. So I think I'm going to be scrapbooking this photo. All of us in front of the castle peeking back with our variety of mouse ears, but I have my kit. I have a photo. If this doesn't work, I got more photos. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so as you can see, I had every intention of using some stamps on this layout. I even pulled them out ahead of time, and then I went to choose some papers. I wanted something that was more of a neutral background because, you know, I was going to stamp on it. So I eventually picked out this khaki colored background, and then I'm looking at the stamps and I'm kind of familiarizing myself with them and thinking, okay, that one's going to go. I'm going to use that. Let me put them off to the side and get some basics down here on this layout. Well, then I had so much fun playing with all the Disney stuff that I kind of forgot about the stamps off to the side. Do you guys do that? Sometimes when you are, you start out thinking I'm going to definitely use this product or I want to scrapbook these photos, and things happen and it just doesn't really happen the way you think it does. Now, I actually love the layout and how it turned out, even though I didn't stamp on it. So I'll have to do another layout with stamps. So this is a kind of an embellishment pack. It has some transparencies and some foiled cards and also some frames in it, and it's from Paper House Productions. It isn't necessarily a Disney themed pack, it's more of a Florida themed pack, so it has things like flamingos and an alligator and those kind of things, all those summery Florida things that you think about. But I did pull out a couple of items. I also never used that frame with the stars on it or the chipboard castle that I planned on. I kind of forgot everything, you guys, that was sitting over there in that little pile. So I have my photograph here, and I put a little bit of fun foam on it. I think that might be my very last piece of it. And now I'm looking over on my side, and I've got some unfun foam that we're going to be pulling out here shortly. Either that or I'm just going to go crazy using all these foam squares that I have in my life. So I trimmed down the sheet of yellow paper, and it's a piece of paper that I had out on my desk because I had scrapbooked with it earlier in the week. It's actually the Amy Tan paper from my Making with the Manufacturers series. So I hadn't put it away yet, so I was able to use it as well. So that was pretty awesome. And now I'm just adding things that I have in my stash to figure out what I want to do. So I put on this chipboard plaid frame. I add in this darker blue color. Now this blue isn't an exact match for the other shades of blue in the other collections, but you know what? I'm okay with it. So this is our happy place. This is a piece of ephemera that I have tried multiple times to get on a layout, and I never have. And I've always thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to cut out the pieces and put them on, and then it'll work. But I was determined. I was determined not to do that on this layout, and I was determined to get it on the page. So I trim it down a little bit because I'm thinking maybe that's the problem. It's just a little bit too thick. And it hangs out there for a few moments, but ultimately it is going to move a couple times before it lands in its final resting place. So I have this tag that says magic, and it has a tag hole, and you know me, tag holes cannot be naked. So I grabbed some black embroidery thread, and I decide that instead of tying a bow and gluing it into the hole of the tag like I normally do, I'm just going to kind of put the thread through and kind of leave it as a loopy little thing right here. And then that way it's a little bit different than what I normally do with tag holes, and I really like it. So I am going to just keep going through my stash, figuring out the things I want to use. This little container of die cuts and ephemera has really come in handy. It's got a lot of good stuff in there. And honestly, the only thing this is me flipping through the things that I have, flipping through the things that I like, and trying them out. Now, I really did want to get this big black dotty castle on here, but I would have had to change the entire composition of the layout to get it to work, and I figured I'd already had most of it done, so really there was no point in redoing what I had. So I grabbed that enamel castle and put it in the frame, and I just made sure that it stayed on the yellow part. I didn't want it going off over onto the khaki background paper. And since I added one little enamel thing, I decided to add more, and hooray, I ended up using all of the enamel shapes, which is fantastic because it's been sitting around for a little while. I think this is the second or third package that I've had of them, so it's not like I've never used them, but they were chilling in my stash for a while. So I went ahead and brought in the little sticker castle instead of that big dotty one. And then I'm going to take the Admit One piece of paper. Now I don't know if this was an ephemera or if I cut this out of a cut apart sheet. Who in the world knows? All I know is it's a cute little ticket. I decided to grab my crocodile and punch out the little holes so it actually looked like a ticket with the perforated edge on there. So again, I'm just flipping through things, trying to figure out what in the world I'm going to add. Now, I really loved this little viewfinder and popped it down and then came back to finish up the layout. So I pulled out these stickers, and these stickers are called Honey. They are from Vicky Bouton's Wildflower and Honey collection. And I decided to go with the ones that says the story. And I did that because there is a story behind these photos. I know that this is only one on this layout, but there is a series of photos with us with our ears in front of the castle. So I went ahead and put that down there, and then I just pulled out a couple of the little bits from the thickers, and I chose those wheels just to give it a little bit of a different shape because I don't have an awful lot of circular things on here. Plus, I thought that they were close enough to the viewfinder discs that they kind of matched. So now I'm just trying out things and, just decorating it and making my little Disney heart so happy while I am doing so. So I have this thing that says, we wish you upon a star. Goodness. When you wish upon a star. And it kind of nestled in and fit pretty perfectly on that corner where the yellow and the blue papers combine. So that turned out great. Now I am flipping through my stickers here to try to figure out if there's anything else I can add, anything else I can do. I do like this heart sticker, and I have a phrase sticker that says, "This is what happiness looks like," and I go ahead and overlap those two together. And then I'm trying to figure out what I can do up here in this upper left-hand corner because it feels naked to me. Like I feel like I have balance everywhere on the page, except for this upper left-hand corner. So I'm just going to try out different things and see what I like and what ends up sticking. Now I do find these other enamel type shapes. Are these actually called enamel shapes? Yeah, enamel phrases. And I have this one that says vacation. So I decided to double that up with the ticket. So now instead of just admit one, it says admit one vacation. And again, I'm still feeling like my little bits up here are, it's just missing something. There just needs to be something there. So I find a brad, and the brad has an enamel phrase on it. It says the best place in the world. So I figured that matched up pretty well with the little thing that says this is our happy place. So of course the brad tines are poking through, and what do we do, guys? We put washi tape on the back of it because nobody needs pokey brad tines on the back of their layouts. So now I'm going to flip through this sticker book, and I think I only pull out a couple little hearts, maybe. Oh, one more word phrase that says we have smiles from ear to ear, and I thought that was super cute because we are all wearing Mickey ears. And then I'm going to pop out a couple of these tiny little hearts and put them around the little wagon wheel type embellishments that I had already put on the page. So I am looking for a variety of colors. I don't want them all to be the same. So I have a red one, a blue one, and a black one. And then I see these kind of like these little flags, like these pennant type flags. And I thought, you know what? This will be perfect. This will fit up here in a fun way. It'll be at a, you know, a little angle. It'll bring interest over here instead of this big, you know, expanse of just plain yellow boring space. And I don't need plain yellow boring space when I have so much fun things going on in the rest of the layout. I tried to bring in another sticker. I really wanted the sticker because I like the phrase on it, but ultimately it ended up going back. And then I went to my stash and pulled out these fancy pants kind of puffy sticker type things, and I pulled out the yellow ones and put them on the two wagon wheels that were not on yellow paper. And then I thought it was really cute to add the little heart in, nestle it within the Y. So now I'm actually going to journal and actually put the story on the page. And basically I'm just talking about how I've had this vision of us standing in front of the castle and all of us in mouse ears and having our photo taken. And I just wanted our names on our mouse ears, and I wanted the photo taken from behind so you saw the back of our heads and the names and the castle. And like that was just my thing. Like I had to have it. I had to have it. And I got it. So it just made me ridiculously happy. It even was a Christmas card that year. So there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. I would love to chat with you, and I'll see you guys again real soon for another video.